stray dog suddenly realized these newborn lion cubs might not survive the night. Just hours earlier, their mother had fallen to a hunter's bullet. The cubs stared at the dog, silent, confused, almost as if asking for help. The dog hesitated, then slowly turned away. But just then, an eagle's cry echoed across the sky. The dog looked up. A hungry eagle was circling above. It glanced back at the cubs. In that moment, the dog's heart softened, and just like that, a stray dog became their mother. It stayed beside them, guarding them. But soon, one of the cubs crawled underneath the dog, searching for milk. That's when the dog realized it had no milk to give. If nothing changed, the cubs wouldn't last the night. The dog tried gathering wild berries, but the cubs refused to eat them. For a moment, the dog didn't know what to do. Then suddenly, a rabbit burst out of the grass. The dog's eyes widened. Food delivered by fate. The rabbit sensed danger and ran for its life. The dog chased with everything it had. Cornered at last, the rabbit trembled in fear. But when the dog looked into its eyes, it couldn't do it. Instead, the dog gently licked the rabbit's forehead, as if saying, "It's okay. This kind soul couldn't take one life to save another." But the dog didn't realize 4 hungry cubs were still waiting. On the way back, the dog stumbled upon a hunter's cabin. In the yard, a roasted chicken filled the air with its scent. The dog looked around. No hunter. It dashed toward the food. But suddenly, the door opened. The hunter stepped outside. The dog quickly hid. The chicken was taken back inside. But then the dog noticed something else. 2 raw chickens hanging in the yard. Quietly, the dog climbed onto a pile of wood. It grabbed one chicken and pulled with all its strength. The rope snapped. Chicken in its mouth. The dog ran back at the cubs. It left the meat for them while it ate only wild fruit. Night fell, and the stray dog kept watch over them. But this dog wasn't just any stray. His name was Benji. He had been a famous movie star dog. Just days ago, he and his owner had been sailing. Then a violent storm hit. The boat capsized. His owner was rescued, but Benji was swept away by the ocean and washed ashore on a lonely island. By pure chance, he had become the mother of 4 lion cubs. But feeding them was still the hardest challenge. Benji returned again to the hunter's chickens. This time, luck wasn't on his side. The hunter spotted the tag around Benji's neck. He immediately recognized him. A huge reward had been offered for his return. The hunter tied Benji to a tree, waiting to collect the money. But as night fell, Benji struggled desperately to chew through the rope. Then suddenly, a black wolf appeared behind him. To the wolf, a tied-up dog was the easiest meal imaginable. Just as it prepared to strike, the hunter stepped outside. The wolf disappeared into the darkness. But Benji knew it would be back. So the clever dog made a plan. Using the rope's length, he tangled a chair around the campfire. Then he lay down, pretending to be helpless. Soon enough, the wolf returned. It lunged, and in that instant, Benji jumped up. The chair crashed into the fire. The hunter rushed outside. The wolf fled again. The hunter realized Benji had caused the mess, and to untangle the rope, he had to set Benji free near the firewood, right beside a chicken. The hunter thought Benji wouldn't dare run, but Benji had been waiting for this moment. He grabbed the chicken, leaped forward, and vanished into the forest. On the way back, Benji encountered a lioness. Excited, he ran toward her, trying to ask her to adopt the cubs. But she didn't understand. Instead, she slapped him away. Still, Benji refused to give up. Again and again, he tried to explain, but the lioness never understood. Then suddenly, a helicopter thundered across the sky. The lioness grabbed her cubs and fled. Benji hid with the little lions, and in that moment, he saw someone inside the helicopter. His owner. Benji almost ran toward him. Almost. But then, he stopped. He turned back to look at the 3 cubs behind him. If he ran now, he could go home. But after everything they had been through together, he couldn't abandon them. Benji lowered his head, tears in his eyes, and watched the helicopter disappear, because he knew, right now, those cubs needed him more. But danger was everywhere. An eagle swooped down from the sky. Before Benji could react, one cub was carried away. Its cries faded into the cloud. From that moment on, 4 cubs became 3. Benji understood something clearly now. He had to find them a mother, no matter what it cost. And finally, after endless searching, the lioness appeared again. Benji provoked her, leading her straight toward the cubs. But during the chase, Benji suddenly reached the edge of a cliff. Below him, nothing but darkness. With trembling paws, he clung to the rocks. One slip, and it would be the end. But somehow, he climbed back up. Later, when the wolf returned again, Benji lured it toward that same cliff. The wolf leaped, and vanished into the abyss. At last, the danger was gone. Exhausted, Benji began the hardest journey yet. He carried the cubs up a steep mountain, one by one, back and forth, for 2 long hours. By the time the last cub reached the top, Benji could barely stand. And then, she appeared, the lioness. She walked slowly toward the cubs, sniffed them gently, then lay down. The cubs rushed to her, and began to nurse. Benji understood they were safe now. He turned away silently, but before leaving, he looked back once more. The lioness looked at him too, as if 2 mothers had just shared a silent promise. The cubs watched Benji leave, their eyes full of longing. Benji didn't stop. He walked toward the mountain ridge. In the distance, the sound of a helicopter returned, because while Benji never gave up on those little lives, his owner never gave up searching for him either.